Hey guys, it's Christy coming to you from my virtual yoga studio for the time being, aka my husband's home office. I set up shop here because it's an intimate space where I can shut and lock the door. I also have a space heater hidden over here in this corner so I can get the room a little toasty for my practice. If you have one of those, feel free to set that up. That's really awesome. Today we're going to come back to what I know to be true, and that is the Baptiste Journey into Power sequence. Recently, I've been asked a lot about doing 90-minute classes, and JIP, Journey into Power, as prescribed, is 90 minutes. It can be expedited into as little as 25 to 30 minutes. But usually we have constrictions in a schedule that we're trying to fill. Well, guess what? All of us have nothing but time. So this practice is probably going to go a little bit long. It'll probably go a little bit more than an hour. I don't know if it'll make it quite 90 minutes, but we're just going to give it what we got. I'm just going to ask for three things from all of you. To stay with your breath. Let it be both the thing that powers up your practice and sustains you, but also calms your body and your mind. Remember that. I will cue breathing. You might hear me breathing. You might not hear me breathing. I'm going to play some music. So, just stay tuned with your breath. Try and move on the cued inhalation and exhalations. Modify as needed. Listen to your inner teacher. We cultivate that all the time in class. This sequence is available to every body. So there are modifications. I did bring a yoga block with me so I can show you those modifications. If you need to modify any poses or use a block, or if you need to use a pillow, or I don't know, one of your child's toys that is slightly around this size, go for it. No judgments here. Whatever you want to make work. The last thing is to come from a place of yes. It's a big thing in the Baptiste yoga community. Coming from a place of yes means that you understand that however and wherever you show up on your mat today is perfect. It's perfect. It also means that you're not going to be concerned with how you might look doing the postures, how I might look doing the postures, because no two yogis are alike, just like no two people are alike on the planet. It's one of my favorite things to witness when I get to lead in-person classes. So stay with that. And lastly, yes is a space of being open, and whereas no is a space of being closed. So stay with that space of coming from a place of yes for growth, yes for possibility, yes for love, yes for life. Really, that's what we need today in all of these unknowns and scary stories, and all we see and are being inundated with is the scary. Let's just calm the mind, calm the body, and just move and flow, and then be ready to step back off of our mats back out into the world again. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start on the mat, and we're going to start kneeling on the back of the mat. I'm going to try and speak loudly, but if you cannot hear me for any reason, I guess you're SOL. All right, we're going to start here sitting on the back of our mat, sitting on our heels. And we're going to tuck our toes and just get a little fire toes going. And if you have knee issues, you can take a towel and kind of roll that up. And if you have a wonky knee, hopefully it's not both knees, but if you have one, rolling it up and putting it behind the joint opens the joint so you can put a little bit more weight behind it and not feel like it's really putting so much pressure there. Or go ahead and take your block, move it into the tallest orientation, and sit. Sit down. to calm the mind, bringing the hands to the heart center, relaxing, feeling the mat beneath you, the space around you, and starting to commit to that breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Open your eyes, remove the block, untuck your toes. Step to the back of your mat, hips to heels, arms reach long, child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in, fill up, let the breath power you up. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, come up to tabletop position, tucking your hands right underneath your armpits and toes tucked underneath. Breathe in. Exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Really breathing here, widening your stance, hips super high, bending into your knees as you need. Pulling that low belly in, really tilting those sit bones up to get a nice length through the hamstrings. Maybe bend deeply into the right knee. And sinking right heel down to the mat, bending deeply into the left knee. Left heel down towards the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your gaze. Come high up onto your tippy toes. Keep those sitting bones turned up super tall. And then walk your tippy toes to the top of your mat. Ending up with your feet underneath your hips, so at least 2/5 widths apart. And then bend deeply into your knees. Grab opposite elbows. Start to connect with the earth. Ground down through all 10 toes. Releasing the neck. No tension. Imagining the crown of your head growing closer to the mat. Laying your chest on your thighs. Deep bend into the knees. Breathe in. Fill up. Breathe out. Let everything go, including the elbows. Inhale as you drop that tailbone down, keeping a bend into your knees, tucking chin to the chest, rolling the spine to stack, sweeping arms up, looking up, pressing those palms. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sun salutation A. Inhale, reach up, look up, ground down. Palms press, exhale, fold through the midline, not locking the knees out. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back, no locking in the knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back. Right foot meets, shift that weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Turn those sit bones up, get long in the spine. Inhale, lift your gaze. Come up onto your tippy toes. Walk the toes to the hands. Exhale. Heels release at the top. Inhale. Halfway lifts. Hands can slide halfway up the shins. Really pull the shoulders down and away. Get a nice flat back. Or fingertips can be on the ground, but no locking in the knees. Either way. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold. Bend into the knees, drop the tailbone down, roll the spine, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Palms press. Exhale, fold down through the midline. Relaxing as you get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deep bend into the knees. Right foot to the back. Exhale, left foot meets. Drop to your knees to modify any chaturanga, keeping your body in a diagonal line. I like to pull my feet up. so that it keeps my body in that line. Weight in the arms, no locking elbows. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cleansing breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your gaze, come up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drop that tailbone down. Shoot those arms up. Reach up, ground down. Press those palms. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, shoot it up. Palms press. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot to the back. Right foot meets plank, dropping to knees to modify. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, big step, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, get long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop that tailbone down, shoot those arms up, press those palms. Exhale, hands to the heart, feel it beating in your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot to the back of the mat. Left foot joins. Inhale the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more, sun A. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, big step, top of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drop that tailbone down, shoot those arms up, reach up, press your palms. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold step. Or hop back, plank pose. We'll progress to that in Sun B. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Recommit to your down dog. Sun A's are in the rear view. Moving into Sun B's. These are our active warm-up. Lift your gaze. Continue taking big steps or bend into your knees. Shift your hips back. And then you float top of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drop that tailbone, roll the spine, heavy head, sending those arms up at the top. This time, exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Weight into those heels, squeezing those inner knees, inner ankles together, and aiming to stack shoulders over hips. Reaching up, shoulders down and away from the ears. Inhale as you sit a little lower, getting those legs warmed up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, stepper, jump back, plank. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Cycle down that left foot by spinning it to the right. And then check your heel to instep alignment here. You want your right heel in line with your left instep. And then really ground down to the outside of that left foot. Inhale, lift your chest, warrior one. Sitting low. Imagine ripping the mat apart with those legs. And then trying to get that ischial tuberosity, that sitting bone, even with the back of the neck. Pull the right hip back to square, shoulders off. Breathe in, reach up. On the exhale, you glide open, warrior two. And breathe, really grounding down to the outside, pinky toe of that left foot. And then imagine sitting straight down, low, getting that parallel line. Maybe, maybe not, big deal. Breathe in, breathe out, roll up on the left toes, frame the right foot, step back plank, inhale forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, cycle down. Inhale, warrior one. Sit low. Get that hip low as you can. Square your shoulders, squaring your hips. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Glide open, really rolling to the outside of that foot, avoiding sickling, rolling to the inside. Really ground down here. Breathe in, shoulders stacked over the hips, belly engaged. Breathe out, cartwheel your arms, frame your left foot, step back plank, shift forward, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your gaze. Hips go back. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drop that tailbone down, roll the spine, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sunbeam meant to warm up the body, building that fire deep inside the belly. Then the rest of our series will circulate that prana. Breathe in, breathe out, sit lower. Breathe in, breathe out, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold, step or jump back, plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, cycle down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, strong, warrior two. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, frame your right foot, step back, flow. Move with your breath. Build that heat. Inhaling a three-legged dog, left leg. Exhale, send it through, cycle down. Inhale, warrior one, sit low. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sit. Exhale, flow. Straddle that left foot, move with the breath. Inhale, lift your gaze down dog, hips back, deep bend into the knees. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tailbone descends, spine rolls, sweep your arms up. Exhale, chair. Breathe, weight in those heels, shoulders down and back. Breathe in, breathe out, sit low. Breathe in, breathe out, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, step or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, moving faster. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, pull that belly up and out. Exhale, sit low. Breathe in. Exhale, frame your right foot, step back, flow. Move with the breath. Let it power and sustain you. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, cycle down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sit. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, frame your left foot, step back, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the gaze, send the hips back. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, flatten that back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drop that tailbone down, shoot those arms up, breathe in. Exhale, chair. Utkatasana. Toes lifting. Breathe in, sit lower. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold and flow. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, cycle down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sit. Exhale, frame your right foot, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, cycle down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, cartwheel your arms, step back, flow through, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And because I can't remember if we're on 4 or 5, we're going to do one more bonus round. Here we go. Inhale, lift your gaze. Hips back. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drop that tailbone, roll your spine, shoot those arms up. chair. Last chair for a hot second. Send those hips back. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner knees, shoulders down and away, but reaching through the fingertips. Breathe in, breathe out, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold, flow through. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Cycle down, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sitting straight down, really grounding through the outside of that left pinky toe. Checking that your knees not collapsing in. Shooting right out over that middle toe. Sit down, low. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right foot. Step back, flow through. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, cycle down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Same thing, check the knee. Check the right pinky toe. Really grounding down there. Lift up through that arch. Inhale, sit. Exhale, bring your left foot. Step back, plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, twinkle dog. Put a bend into that knee. Keep your chest pushing back. You can stay here and get the stretch through the psoas and into the quadriceps. Or we're going to move to wild thing pose if you want. Otherwise, you just stay here. Check your landing to the left. If you want, flip it. Let your right foot catch you. Inhale, lift, wild thing pose. Really opening that heart. Enjoying this inversion where your head is lower than your heart. If you suffer for spring allergies like me, your sinuses are instantly clearing. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Exhale, stack your right foot on top of your left. Side plank pose. Now, descend that tailbone down to the heels. Pull the toes to the face. Use the legs. Side plank pose. 2 breaths. Breathe in. If you want to take a bind, you can always take toes and lift it up. Or you can just float the arm, or the leg and the arm. Doesn't matter. Find your pose wherever you show up today. It's perfect. Breathe in, come back to start. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, twinkle dog. You stay here, or you flip. Let your left foot catch you. Inhale, lift that chest. Lifting the heart. 2 solid breaths. Again, letting those allergies clear. Good. Inhale, left arm to vertical. Roll to the outside of the right foot. Check to make sure that you're in one line here, if you don't get cockeyed. And then stack your left leg on top of your right. And descend the tailbone down. And then mirror whatever you did. So if you did side plank, stay here. If you modified and you took your right knee underneath your right hip, that's what you mirror. If you took a floating leg, that's what you mirror. If you took a bind, that's what you mirror. Wherever you are, come back to start. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Drop to your knees. Towel off. Take a quick drink. Everybody should feel nice and warm. Even if you don't have a sneaky space heater, that will get your heart rate going. We're going to move next through the Vitality series. So that's starting to really awaken and circulate that fire that we've been building. All right, we're going to meet in downward facing dog. We'll take a half vinyasa just to reset ourselves, and then we'll move into our sequence. So placing your hands down, tucking your toes. Big breath in. Exhale as you lift those hips. Send them back. Downward facing dog. Really turn those sitting bones up and leave a bend into your knees if you need to. Really pushing the mat away. Shoulder blades down and retracted. Lower belly really engaged. Pull the belly to the spine as you cat tilt. Tucking chin. Rolling forward until you hit high plank. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Stay on the left toes. High the ball of the left foot, and express through the back of the left knee. Inhale, reach up, make some integrity in the pose. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, look up, press your palms. Exhale, take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Revolve, crescent lunge. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Still expressing, left heel stacking over the ball of the left foot. Stay here, pushing hands to the heart center. Stay here, or open the arms, reaching left down to the ground, and maybe looking up at the right fingertips. Breathe it in. Breathe it out, close it down. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Cycle left foot down. Find your pose. Find the deepest expression of your pose. Sit straight down, breathe in. Exhale, frame your right foot. Step back, inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through, stay up on the toes. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Stay here, stack that right heel over the ball of the foot. Really strengthen to the right leg. Ground down through the left heel. Lift up. Reach up while grounding down. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, palms press. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Keep your expression, keep your grounding. Pushing left palm into right. Stacking those shoulders. Not collapsing into the spine. Keeping the spine nice and long here. Breathe in and open the arms. Right to the floor, left to the sky. Look at the left hand if you open your arms. If you have hands at your heart, you stay here. Stay with the breath. Closing hands to the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Woo! All right, find your balance. Find your focus. Sit low. Breathe in. Exhale, frame your right foot or left foot. Step back. Flow through. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Just realizing I'm left a little bit out of a pose, so we're going to go back through. Inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Really find the integrity right away. Exhale, press the palms. Left elbow outside right knee. Inhale, find the integrity of the twist. Hands moving to the heart center or open here. If you want to take your right hand, turn it behind you. Bend your elbow. You can take a half bind. Look up. Lovingly unthreading right arm. Back to the toe. Hands return to the heart center. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips. This is where I missed. Exhale, right fingertips down into the right ankle. And then, or you can take right elbow to the top of the left knee. And then we're going to take side angle pose. So side angle pose, hips descending low. Fingertips down onto the mat or elbow to the knee, but not collapsing into the shoulders. Turn the left palm to face the front of your mat. And in either variation, open the shoulder into extension. Look up underneath your left arm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, left arm to vertical. Exhale, close the chest down. Step back, flow through. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Press those palms. Exhale, right elbow outside left knee. Find that integrity. Inhale if you want to open the arms. Exhale, stay deep in the twist. Turn the left palm to face the back. Take your half bind if you want. If you did it on the other side, you do it here. We mirror, we find balance in the body. Inhaling, lovingly unthreading. Exhale, close hands to the heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Sit low. Inhale, reach forward, left fingertips. Exhale, hips stay low, fingertips spider down right inside that left ankle, or left elbow to the top of the right knee. Left knee, but don't sink here. Really find the extension. Breathe in and either elbow to knee or fingertips down to the right palm to face the front. Open it into extension. Find the length. Find the presence. Has your mind wandered? Can you bring it back? Inhale, right arm over. Exhale, close the chest down. Step back plank. Inhale, forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Exhale, down dog. Lift your gaze, bend deep into the knees. Big hop or step, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drop that tailbone down. Roll the spine to stack. Sweep those arms up. Inhale. Exhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Weight into those heels. Shoulders down and back. Sit low. Toes floating up. Hands come down to the heart. Inhale, left elbow lifts. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow outside left knee. Now hips straight back. Resisting the urge for the hips to go to the right, or more likely to the left. Keep them right in the midline. And then push right hand into left. Spin the chest open. Inhale, open the arms, deepen the twist. Sit the hips back a little lower. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Inhale, come out, chair. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, pressure palms. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow outside, left knee. Now spin that shoulder to stack. Pressing left palm into right. Sending hips straight back. Inhale, open the arms, reaching for the ground and the sky. Deepen that twist. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet until they're under your hips. Take your peace fingers, your two fingers, to the big toe on the right, peace fingers on the left, to the peace toes on the left. The big toe on the left. Now, bend into your knees. Lay your chest on your thighs as much as you need to. And then pull, like press through all the remaining four toes down to the mat. Find that balance right over the arches of the feet. And pull the elbows east to west and the crown of the head down. Big breath in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, release the grip of the peace fingers. Bending it to the knees, taking the right palm, flipping it over, walking it underneath the feet until your toes are right on your wrist crease. And then same thing other side. Left palm flips over. Toes to the wrist crease. Now put weight into your toes. Find that center of balance. No locking of the knees. Micro bend here. Let the crown of the head drop down. Breathe. Gorilla pose. Really take a nice deep breath. Maybe fold even deeper. Inhale as you take those hands out. And you might want to walk back a little bit. Heel toe your feet, heels out first, and then toes. So you should end up with heels just a little wider than hips, and then drop down, Balasana. Setting up for our first arm balance, crow pose. Now if you're working on crow, I'm going to break it down for you. If you've got your crow pose established in your practice, I challenge you to hold it during my whole explanation. Okay? You've got this. The way we walk towards crow is we put our hands down. I suggest coming up onto your toes, maybe walking your toes in a little bit, and then locking the knees outside the arms. Now, if this is your first crow, or you're still working on nailing your crow, I'm going to walk you through that. So you want your hands a little closer. You do not want them any wider than your elbows, your shoulders, okay? If your hands are wider than the shoulders, you have a less stable base. So we're going to lift the booty, and then put bends into the elbows, and then just set those knees right on top of those shelves. And then maybe squeeze right heel in. Keep the elbow squeezing towards the midline, and maybe squeeze the left foot up. Now you can alternate toe taps here. Right one, left one. And then maybe you've got to look forward and really put that 90-degree bend in those elbows. Look forward, pull the belly up, and then imagine touching the toes. Squeeze. Good, breathe. Now if you're a little more progressed in your crow and you want to try maybe locking those knees up outside the triceps or into the armpits and more of a straight arm series, you could do that. Bring not as much of a bend. Use the core to pull up. And from wherever you are, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, lift your gaze. Bend those knees. Big step or hop, float top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. inhaling, dropping those knees, rolling the spine, sweeping the arms up. On the exhale, bend your elbows. Eagle pose is where we're headed. Right arm underneath left, wrap the arms. Pressing palms or back sides of the hands together if palms is not available. But lift the elbows to armpit height, push the forearms forward, pull the shoulders down. If done in correct alignment, you should feel a nice release in the traps. Stay here. Put all your weight into your left foot. In fact, pick up your toes, spread them out, and then step them back down. Pull your right knee up. And then cross your right leg over your left as you sit down into eagle. Now you can keep the right toes on the ground on the left side of your foot for a kickstand, or you can pick up the toes and just squeeze outer shins. You can also take a full wrap here with the toes around the back of the left ankle, but not at the cost that your hips go right or left. Mainly right. You want to keep the hips right in the midline. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Squeeze the palms or backs of the hands and push the forearms forward. Find the balance. Find the focus. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. Sit lower. Breathe out. Coming out of the twist. Inhale, untwist. Reach your arms up. Set your leg down. Exhale, bend your elbows. Left side. Left under right. Wrap the arms first. Get the setup. Elbows to armpits. Forearms forward. Weight in the right foot. So pick up the toes, spread, and get a wide base. Pull the left knee in. Breathe in. Exhale. Set it down. Breathe in. Find your wrap if you want it, but keep the integrity of the hips. Breathe. Keep the belly pulling in, shoulders stacking more over the hips than the knees. Don't close the chest. Breathe in, sit lower. Breathe out, stay here. Breathe in, untwist. Left knee comes up, set the foot down. One more time each side. Exhale, bend the elbows. Right into the wrap of the right side, right under, right knee up, right leg over. Wraps like this, eagle and Gomukhasana, cow, half cow face pose are always opposite arm, opposite leg. Sit low. Sit lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Squeeze as tight as you can. Inhale, come out. Exhale, set it down, bend your elbows. Left under right, wrap the arms. Inhale, pull the left knee up, grounding through the right. Exhale, cross it over, sit. Find that integrity right away. Squeeze. Maybe you find your wrap. Maybe you don't. It does not matter. What you find is your edge, and then you stay there. And you commit there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come out. Untwist. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down to the heart center. Standing leg raise. This is our balancing series. Breathe in. Take your right hand to the front of your right knee. Left hand to the hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now stay here if you want. And you breathe in as you open. I'll stand and face the camera so you can see this. You breathe in, grounding down, lifting up. Find the integrity, lifting through the chest. And breathe out, opening the right knee to the right. Finding the balance. If you want to take it further, peace fingers to the big toe. You've already done this. Now lift the chest. It's more important to have a vertical spine, shoulders over hips over ankle, than it is to have a straight leg. Breathe in, breathe out into the extension. Take your left arm out for balance. Inhale as you open into the twist. Breathe in, breathe out. More of a challenge. Takes your gaze to your left hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in as you come back. Breathe out as you step that foot down. Left side. Right hand stays on the hip. Inhale. Left leg lifts, left hand to the knee. We all start here. Flex the foot. Ground down through the heel. Find the integrity of the vertical line of the spine. Breathe out as you open into the twist. Now you either stay here, or if you want to progress, you close the knee. Peace fingers to the big toe. Breathe in, find the length. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in as you take that right arm out and you open. Breathe out if you want to challenge for balance. Look at your right hand. Good. Breathe in as you come out. Breathe out, release it. Set it down. Good. Inhale, right knee comes in. Exhale, you send it back for airplane. Airplane. So now hips are closed here. Left ankle can be wobbly, but you want hips side by Breathe in, pull your shoulders away from your ears. Don't lock your standing leg. Breathe out, one long line. Breathe in, take your left fingertips down to a block. Lots of people need a block here. There's no shame in that name. Here, you can take it here, keeping your hips square for now, and then turning your hips to stack, turning the right toes to the right edge, and stacking your right arm. Half moon pose. Now don't lock your standing knee, flex through the right foot, lift it high. Imagine yourself flat against a window pane. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, reach up, maybe look up. Breathe out, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pull your left knee into stand. Exhale, send it back, airplane pose. No locking the standing leg, shoulders pulling down and away. Hips closed. Let that right ankle find its proprioception. It's what this pose is intended to do. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hand down to the mat. 6 to 9 inches outside the right pinky toe or to a block. Then turn the hips to stack. Turning left toes to the left. Stacking left arm. Imagining yourself flat, not locking standing leg. Flexing and lifting as high as you can get through that left leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe you challenge the balance. Looking at the left fingertips. Breathe in. Close it down. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Fold. Drop the tailbone down. Roll the spine to stack. Squeeze the right knee in. Dancer pose next. Take your left arm up. Palm facing the right edge. Take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Squeeze your knees together. Now, just like you're doing a runner stretch, really engage knees together, lifting through the chest, pushing like shooting light beams out through your right knee. Now, this is dancer's prep. You're absolutely cool to stay here. If you want to take full Naranjasana pose, take your grip to the inside. And remember, just like in the standing balancing poses, the integrity is lifting in the chest, not closing off that heart. That is defeating the whole purpose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward with the left hand as you kick the right hand into the left. Or right foot into the right hand. Reach, keeping the chest lifted. Riding that wave of balance. Breathing, not locking out your standing leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release it. Hands up. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Take the left hand to the outside of the left foot. Dancer's prep. Reaching up, rounding down through that right foot, not locking the standing leg. Staying here. This is where you are today. Remember, it's perfect. Otherwise, you take the left hand inside the left foot to the thumb is sitting on the top. And then remember lifting through the heart, leading with the heart, right? All right, here we go. Inhale. Exhale, start to hinge. Reach through the right fingers, kicking left foot into the left hand. Breathing, finding the balance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last balancing pose, tree pose. All right, bring your right knee in. Open your right knee to the right. Setting your right foot. Actually, I'll start here. Opening your right knee to the right. You can keep your toes down on the ground. And you can set your heel right inside your ankle. This is tree pose. You can take your right foot and cup it around your left calf. Also tree pose. If your hip is open on the right and you're grounding down through the left, this is tree. Please avoid putting your right foot right on your knee. I know it feels like it should go there because of the arch of the foot, but it shouldn't. The knee is not meant to move left or right. So take your right foot, put all the way up to the inner thigh, ground down to the left. Lift your hands, lift your chest, drop your tailbone down so that you can really stack. Shoulders over hips over ankle. Grow your branches. Breathe in. Breathe out. Extra balance challenge is going ahead and interlacing your hands. Flipping above your head and maybe looking up. Let the left ankle wobble. Breathe in. Find the stability. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe out. Left side hands. Come back to the heart center. Find what you know to be true for yourself today. Whether it's tree pose with your toes on the ground, tree pose with your left foot and your calf, or tree pose all the way up. Now, I didn't cue this the other side, but I want you to take notice here. Really want your hips to be even. It's very easy for the left hip to be higher. You really want to drop that down and then really engage the right thigh to push into the left foot as much as you're pushing the left foot into the right thigh. That builds stability. You want a nice straight line and then grow your branches, tree pose. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Interlace your hands and maybe flip your hands up for grounding down, balance challenge. Breathe in, release it down. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, step or jump back, plank, shift forward. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, moving into our grounding series. Tip those sit bones way up, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Good, and then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straightening through that right leg. Exhale, reaching through those right fingertips. Making sure your block is handy if you needed a block in side angle. And then deep tuck of the right hip as you hinge into the hips. And then you take right fingertips down and just float, just raise the ground. Not dumping here. See how rounded and low my spine gets? You want to keep the spine nice and long, so block is perfectly cool here. Maybe it's even in the highest orientation. Not locking out either knee here. It's real easy to lock this front knee into hyperextension. Super dangerous. Take a gaze. Look up at that right knee or left hand. Keep the spine long. Breathe in, grounding through those feet. Breathe out. Best friends with your left oblique. Inhale, it pulls you to vertical. Parallel your feet. Press your palms. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Really aiming to pull those hips to stack more in line with the heels. Crown of the head going to the mat. Now, if you can easily get the crown of the head to the mat, shorten your stance a little bit, gives you a little bit more to go. Gives your hamstrings room to really stretch if you're flexy in them. All right. Inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, arms go wide. Inhale, ground down, squeeze those glutes as you come up to stand. Press your palms, turn your right foot forward. Take your hands to your heart. Square your hips off. You may need to step your left foot in a little bit. Toes can be parallel to the mat, or back foot can be about 45 degrees. Take your right arm, take it out to your palm to face behind you. Thumb coming down. Bend your elbow, take a half wrap. Same thing left side. Take a half wrap. Now stay here, keeping shoulder blades down, drawing down to the back of the back body, and knees pulled up and engaged. No hyperextension here. Or if you want to take reverse namaste instead of a half bind, you would take reverse namaste, lining up the palms here. Either way, shoulders down. Now lead with your heart. Inhale as you pull the right hip back. Send the left hip forward, leading with the heart. Moving in to pyramid with reverse namaste arms. Now this is also a balancing posture. You really need to ground down through the both big toes and let the crown of the head go. Whoa, don't close your eyes. That's my tip for today. Don't close your eyes. All right, inhale, come up halfway lift. Exhale, take your left fingertips down inside your right foot or onto a block. Keep that spine long. Exhale as you twist open to the right. Now fingertips can be down. Keep the right hip pulling back. Left hip going forward. Breathe it in. Good. Breathe it out. Bend into your right knee. Step back plank. Inhale forward. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Left side. Inhale. Left leg lifts. Exhale. Step it through. Inhale. High crescent lunge. Good. Exhale. Warrior two. Cycling down. Checking that. Are you as deep as you can get? Can you get that sitting bone lower? Good. Inhale. Straighten the left leg, but don't lock the knee. Exhale. Reach forward. Hinging at the hips. Taking those left fingertips down. Imagining yourself super flat here. Staying long through the spine. No hyperextending in any knee. Good. Breathe it in. Good. Now make best friends with your right oblique. Inhale, come up, parallel your feet, press your palms. Exhale, wide leg forward, hold. Now remember what I said, if you need to shorten the stance, shorten the stance. But don't push those hips way far back behind your heels. Try and evenly distribute your weight between toes and heels, right over those arches. Get the maximum relaxation and stretch. One more big breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, arms go wide. Inhale, rise up, press the palms. Exhale, left foot turns forward, shortening the stance, turning those toes slightly more forward. Hands come to the heart center. Now, mirroring what you did on the other side, either finding your half wrap, forearms coming out, or forearms coming behind the back, and then lifting and leading through the chest, or finding your complete reverse namaste. Wherever you are, inhale, ground down through both big toes. Exhale, hinge in the hips, pulling the left back, sitting right forward, checking to make sure you're pulling the kneecaps up. The quads are engaged, you're not locking out your knees. And then finding your pyramid pose with your reverse namaste arms. Now keep pulling your left hip back, right hip forward. Thinking about forehead to knee. Now remember, don't close your eyes like I did last time. You will fall. Good. One more. Deep breath in. Come up halfway lift. Lovingly unfold your arms. Take your right hand down inside your ankle. Now really rotate the right hip to drop forward. Pull the left hip back. Keep the length in the spine. Fingertips on the ground or on a block. Exhale, twist open. Keep pulling the left hip back. Right hip forward. Big deep twist here. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, frame your left foot, step back, plank. Now we're going to chaturanga all the way to the belly, lower, 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 lower. Chaturanga to the belly. All right, moving into locust pose. We're going to do locust pose 2 times. All right. Put my shirt down. All right. Tops of the feet pointing into the mat. Roll the shoulders down and onto the back body. Interlace your hands. Roll your shoulders down and back. Neck nice and neutral, sending those locked mudra hands down towards your heels. On an inhale, come up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Retract them from your ears. And then exhale, your feet join the party. Squeeze, spread the toes. Squeeze the glutes, the whole back side of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breath in, lift higher. Breathe out, release. Right temple to the mat. Let the shoulders roll forward. Breathe. One more locust. Inhale, neck to neutral. Exhale, interlace your arms. Roll the shoulders down onto the back body. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, feet join the game. Spread the toes. Squeeze. Everything from the QL lumbar muscles to the glutes to the hammies to the calves. Spread the toes. Breathe in, lift higher. Breathe out, stay here. Last breath. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Left cheek to the mat. Shoulders roll forward. Breathe. Inhale, neck to neutral. Moving into floor bow. We'll start with half bow and then we'll move into full bow. So take your left hand forward, straight forward out of your shoulder. Bend deep into your right knee. Take your right hand to the top of your foot. If you cannot easily grab your foot, you have a mat strap, or you can take your towel, this is a little cheap too, and wrap it around. That's fine. And if you're like one of my friends who needs to separate her knees to get her foot, bring your knee back together, okay? Knees close together, and then really kind of tuck that tailbone so you push that hip point into the mat. Really get the stretch activation of the hamstring, complete activation, and the stretch in the quadriceps. Inhale, push into the left hand. Kick the right foot into the right hand to lift the quad off the floor. Keep your knees close together. Shoulder rolling open. Breathe in, lift higher. Breathe out, relax it down. Right temple to the mat. Shoulders forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, neck to neutral, right arm forward, deep bend into the left knee, pulling the the left foot towards the thigh, modifying with a strap or a towel, bringing those knees close together. And then inhale, keep your neck neutral, push into your right hand, kick the left foot up. Try and get that thigh up off the floor, kick. Breathe in higher, breathe out, release it down. All right, roll both shoulders forward, bend into both knees. Grab one foot on the outside of the right foot. Grab the outside of the left foot. Again, if you separate your legs to grab your feet, move them back in. Now roll your shoulders down onto your back body so you're almost in a partial lift already. Nose looking down to the mat. We're going to exhale everything completely because when we inhale, it's going to power us up. Here we go. Inhale, kick the feet into the hands. Try and lift those thighs off the mat. Lift the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in higher. Breathe out. Okay, I lied. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Release it down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Pull them actually back a little bit lower than the shoulders. And then inhale. Push up. Up dog. Really pushing to the tops of the feet. Lifting the quads up off the mat. Breathe in. Shoulders down and away from the ears. No hyperextension in the elbows. I have a bad habit. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop the knees to the mat. Walk the hands back, knees in. Come to a tall kneel. This is where you may need your block. And I'm cool with that. If you're not progressed in your camel pose, which is where we're headed, this is it moving into our back bending series, our igniting series. All right, so the block will be here, okay? There are 3 levels to this back bend, camel pose. This will be the most beginner level with your hand on the block. The next level will be hand to the tucked toes heel. And then the deepest variation of this is to release the toes completely down, push the hips forward, and find the hand to cup the heel. Okay, coming up always on an inhale. So find your version. And we're going to do 2 of these. So if you don't get it the first time, it's fine. Or if you think, okay, this is where I am, and next time you have the option to go deeper. That's what your practice is about. All right, so I'm going to choose tucked toes first. Hands to the low back. Now, it's really important that you maintain length in the low back and that you don't turn into a banana butt and crunch the low back, okay? So drop that tailbone down, engage the glutes. You want to be squeezing the glutes and then sending the hip flexors forward. So fingertips can point down towards your booty, or fingertips can wrap around your waist. Either version, take a big breath in and try and hide your elbows behind you and squeeze your shoulders down away from your ears. And then on the exhale, push those hips forward, drop back, look up, and then if you feel stable, you reach your right hand for your heel, and then your left hand for your heel, and you breathe. Now you can stay in the modified version of camel, just pushing the hips forward and really trying to squeeze your elbows together. This is the same pose. Just depends on where you are in your practice. And then breathe in, really curl those shoulder blades up into your heart. Drop your neck back. Coming up, inhale, use the core, pull you up. Exhale, sit down, child's pose, counter pose. 1 breath, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale as you curl your chin to your chest, come up, tall kneel. Maybe you want to find a little deeper version than where you were. If you just suspended with your hands on your hips, maybe you flip the block. Or maybe you try tuck toes. If you were tuck toes last time, I invite you to try and find release toes. All right, inhale, pull your shoulders down and back. Exhale, let those hips go forward as you drop back. Reach for your heels, curl the shoulder blades up. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Up, inhale, camel. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift your gaze. Take your feet out from underneath you. Bridge pose is a version of our back bend. And it will also be the option as we progress to our deeper back bend, okay? All right. Here we go. So line your hips up with your heels. Lay all the way down onto your back. And then, hold on 1 second. Okay. Inhale, roll remind you that this is not about pushing into the hands. It's about connecting, engaging the glutes, weight in the heels. All right, arms down and away. Inhale, ground into the heels, lift the hips. Make sure you maintain length in the cervical spine and your neck, not letting your shoulders creep up to your ears. You really should feel length here. Grounding into the heels, staying here, or maybe walking your hands underneath you to really interlace your hands. If you really want to deepen this, you can bend into your elbows and lift your hips up into your hands in preparation for wheel pose, which is our next back bend. But any variation of bridge will suffice. Take a big breath in. Release any bind or any lift in the hands. On the exhale, tuck your tailbone, slowly roll down. All right, so bridge is an option. I'll show you wheel prep, also an option for wheel pose. If you're familiar with wheel pose, we're nice and warm and flexible in our spines. This is a safe time of your practice to be doing this. All right, wheel prep. You want to move your booty a little bit closer to your heels, or your heels a little bit closer to your booty, because when you get up, you want to be able to create that really nice rainbow shape. You don't want your feet out here. You don't want your heels virtually touching your hips. You want them somewhere in between, okay? And then you take your hands, flex your palms, and then you turn your fingers towards your shoulders, and then you keep your elbows to vertical. And then make sure your heels are in line with your hips. You don't want to be super wide here. Again, wider bases are less stable. And then we're only going to lift to the crown of your head, the very tip top of your head, like where your crown chakra sits. So we're going to inhale, ground into the heels, and then just come to the top of the head. Now, no weight into the head. It really should be about 20% weight, and mostly in the arms. We're just going to enjoy it here. This is wheel prep. This is also an option. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release up. Lengthen the spine. Release it down. JIP as prescribed is 6 wheels. So bridge is acceptable. Wheel prep is acceptable. I'm going to count that as round 1. 5 more. All right? We'll hold the pose for 1 full breath. We'll inhale as we lift up. Hold it for 1 round of breath. So an exhale and inhale. And then on the exhale, the second exhale, we come down. Okay? Find your version. I don't always like to teach this without being there, but I'm trusting each and every one of you to be safe with your practice. Bridge is the same thing. Okay? Wheel prep is the same thing. If wheel is not in your practice, please know where your edge is today. All right, here we go. I'm going to do 1 more wheel prep. Inhale, ground down, lift up. Exhale into your pose. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, come out. Wheel 2. Ready for wheel 3. If you want to lift all the way up into wheel, listen to your body. All right, here we go. Exhale completely. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, you stay. Inhale, you stay. Exhale, you lower with intention. That was number 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, you rise, bridge, wheel prepper, wheel. Exhale, you stay. Inhale, you stay. Exhale, you start to lower. Lowering with intention. Good. That was number 4. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. If you find comfort in wheel, you can try walk your legs forward straight. You can come up onto your tippy toes, lift higher. Good. Exhale, come out. Good. 1 more. And then I'm going to give some very important instruction right after, so be listening. Here we go. Breathe in. Fly. Rise. Push. 2 rounds of breath here. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come down. All right. Now, resisting the urge to squeeze your knees into your chest. That is so shocking to your sacrum. Instead, take the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open like a book. Supta Baddha Konasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Close your knees like a book. Breathe Breathe out, squeeze your knees to your chest, take a happy baby, dead bug pose. 2 breaths, breathe in. Breathe out, fill up with your breath. You're going to need it for the next series. It's our stability series, which is Baptiste for core. That's the sneaky part of Baptiste yoga. They love to send the core back in at the end to really reignite that fire. If there are any embers left, we're about to stoke them. All right, now take your legs straight up above your hips. Pull your belly down to your spine, bending into your knees to accommodate for tight hamstrings. You really want to glue this low back onto the mat. All right, take your fingertips behind your ears, elbows nice and wide, east to west. Inhale, lift your head, shoulders, and heart straight up. Exhale, lower your right leg down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. 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 Push through the heels. Switch. 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 3, 2, 1. Good. Right leg comes up to meet the left. Push up through the heels. Recommit to this core. Exhale, drop your legs 30 degrees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Drop your legs 30 more degrees. Glue them together. Push through the heels. Breathe in. Exhale. Drop them till they just hover. You've got this. Here we go. Left knee, right elbow. Crisscross crunches. Here we go. Switch. 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 Last few or double time. Switch. 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 4, 3, 2, 1. Boat. Arms go up. Hands reach forward. Lower those legs as you lift through the heart. Lift through the heart. Lift through the heart. Your knees do not have to stay straight. You can lift here. Boat. Really what I care about is a lifted chest and a flat spine, flat lumbar spine. If you can, you must straighten the legs, let those legs shake. You got it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come to canoe. Exhale, boat. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, boat. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, boat. 2 more. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, boat. Last one. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, boat. Cross one ankle over the other. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. I'm going to hit this if we need to reach forward. Good. Inhaling as you walk your hands back. Lift your gaze, lift your booty, step your legs back. Step back, downward facing dog. Moving into more of our cool down. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, twinkle dog. Lift high. Lift that right psoas. Get a nice stretch and then take the right knee behind the right hip. Pigeon pose. Now, your friend the block or pillow or child's toy that is roughly the size of this block can go underneath your hips or your right glute to square your hips off. That's what I'm looking for here is squaring the hips off and resisting the urge to roll here like this. That is not the benefit that we're looking for. Breathe here, squaring hip points. You can take seated pigeon. You can walk your arms out to sleeping pigeon. Forehead to the mat, however you want. Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. Let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really trying to get the most out of these warm muscles. This is where there is little effort, more ease. Inhale, walk your hands back. Good. Now, roll all the way onto the right glute. Square your right shin off with the short edge of your mat, and then swing your left leg around. Stacking left ankle on top of right knee. Now, keeping this square, we're aiming for fire log pose. Okay. So fire lung pose is stacking both shins parallel, flexing both feet first before you move, protects those knees. And then lowering that left knee down, and maybe it ends up on the right or left ankle, the right ankle, and maybe it doesn't. If your pose looks more like this and you need more accessibility, take your fingertips, point them towards your hips behind you, and then lift the chest, creating the hinge in the hips. And even if you get a nice stack, this still helps you ground down. And then ground down through the sitting bones as you lift up to the crown of the head and shoulders down and away. Imagine getting that length, like someone's really got a string at the top of your head, and they're pulling it up, and you're getting long, and you're opening those hips. Good. One more big breath in. Good, big breath out. All right, roll back onto your hips, and then move your right leg more towards center. Stack your left knee on it, and then make sure you're not sitting on either ankle. Move any fleshy bits you need out, and then sit more down evenly on both sitting bones. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, same deal. Imagine that string, getting length, grounding down, but lifting up. If you can easily get your knees stacked facing forward, you can go ahead and hinge in your hips, taking your collarbones forward, but not keeping a flat back and not letting those sitting bones lift up. Otherwise, fingertips back behind you, lift into the chest. Ground down. Breathe in.
What you been running from?
Inhale as you take your hands forward. Lift your booty up. So I'm going to move around to the side so you see how this happens. Some of you have done this transition. If you haven't, I'm just showing it to you. You might get there someday. Lift your hands up. Tuck both toes. You can either step your back leg, your right leg, your bottom leg back first, and then your top, which is your left. Or you can untwist. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, twinkle dog. Left knee behind left wrist, pigeon pose. Dropping right knee to the mat, inchworming it back. Finding sleeping pigeon. Seated pigeon. Breathe. Relaxing forehead all the way to the mat. Inhale as you come back up. Exhale, roll all the way onto your left glute. Take your left shin parallel to the mat. Swing your right ankle around. Flex both feet. Stack right ankle on top of left knee. And then slowly and reverently and lovingly closing the right knee down towards the left ankle. And then if you need to, sitting fingertips behind you. And then lifting your chest, giving you another view here. Seeing how this happens. So if you sit here, even if you're sitting up, but you push, and it gives you more leverage. And it keeps your spine nice and long, lifting through the crown of the head. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe in, bend into the elbows, pull the left ankle closer back, send the left knee straight forward, and then draw the right ankle over the body to the outside of the left hip towards stacking. Maybe you need to find your lift, lifting the chest. Maybe you just grab the insteps of the feet, and then you hinge forward, keeping a nice flat back, looking forward. Breathing here. Breathing out. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, inhale, come up. Frog, everybody's favorite pose. As prescribed, I'm not skipping any postures, so we're going to go ahead and add in frog. So I'm showing you want to come to the long edge of your mat, and you want to line up hands underneath shoulders, and then start with your knees under your hips, and then turn both feet out. Yeah, now walk your knees a little bit wider, and turn both feet out. So you're aiming to create a 90 degree in your ankles and a 90 degree in your knees, and then aiming to get a 90 degree in your hips, okay? So keep your hips in the nice line. Walk your legs out as much as you can. Keep those shins in line with the knees. Keep the ankles flexed. Get as wide as you can. Come down to your forearms. Now, it's really easy to let your hips go forward. Try not to let them go forward. Keep your hips in line with your knees. You could maybe go a little farther back. You're going to get a big stretch. I realize I might be off camera a little bit here, but hopefully you can see my legs. And then just concentrate on getting low and heavy. This really stretches Your hips and your adductors, which we do not get enough stretching. If there's one thing that's consistently tight on my body, it is that. Big breaths in.
When my feet won't walk another mile and my lips give their last.
One more big breath in.
Kiss goodbye.
Big breath out. Get heavy.
Will my hands be steady?
Inhale, come back up onto your hands first.
When I lay down
and
my
then
feet.
exhale, tuck your toes,
My
walk your
hopes and my
knees
doubts.
back in. Come back around to the front of your mat. Take a seat, take your right leg out and your left
With no
leg, your left foot up to the inner thigh. Or maybe if you don't have that much flexion in your knee, your left foot can actually go around your knee here because there's not weight bearing, so we're not going to actually move the joint right or left.
when the
Open the
sun
left knee to the left and then inhale, reach up. Arms come to shoulder height, like you got a basket. And inhale, reach forward, flex the right toes, look forward. Exhale, fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, looking forward, drawing collarbones to flex toes, toes to collarbones. And then exhale, lengthen yourself out over your leg. Keep the right toes flexed. Keep the left knee opening to the left. Keep thinking as you walk maybe forward, even if you have a block, you can take the block to the bottom of your foot and then maybe pull the crown of the head down. Thinking about forehead to shin. If you don't have a block, you just walk your hands forward. You can grab the wrist of the opposite hand. Right hand can grab left wrist. Keep the right kneecap pulled up and in. Keep pushing down on the back side of the right knee. Inhale as you walk back up. Exhale, switch legs. Left leg comes out, right knee goes out. Right foot can be up on the inner thigh or down onto the knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fingertips down. Inhale as you hinge. Collarbones to toes, toes to collarbones. Exhale, walk those hands out. Forehead to shin, imagining the crown of the head to the top of the left foot. Left kneecap totally up and engaged here. Big stretch for the left hamstring. Get long.
Take me south through Georgia grain.
Inhale as you walk your
Tropical
hands back up.
rain.
Exhale, close your right knee like a book. Send your legs
Snow
straight out.
from the heavens.
Seated, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, flex both feet. Maybe even flex them so much your heels lift. Exhale, arms to armpit height. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, fingertips down to the ground. Inhale as you take collarbones to toes, toes to collarbones.
Shake hands
And then exhale, lay that chest down.
and walk through the night.
Keep forward kneecaps pulled up and in. Spreading both toes, keeping them engaged.
I've known in my life
Big breath in.
and no
Exhale, sink deep breath.
feeling.
Inhale. Exhale.
Lord knows
Inhale, walk your hands back. Bending into your knees. Moving into tabletop. So we're going to have heels in line with the hips. And then fingertips pointing towards the hips as well. But a little bit farther back because when we lift up into this, we effectively want the knees to stack over the ankles and the shoulders over the wrists. Okay? So inhale, ground into your heels. Really lift your hips. Big stretch for the front sides of the shoulder. Lift, squeeze the glutes, tip the chin back. Imagine yourself getting a nice 90-degree angle. Big breath in. Exhale as you lower down. Fish pose is our next pose. So taking your hands and taking an L shape with your right hand, putting your elbow down on the ground, and then L shape with your left, put it under your hips, maybe your thumbs to touch, and then squeeze your elbows in and point your toes, and then curl your shoulder blades up underneath your back, and then just tip your back, your head back. And then maybe really lift the nose into the spine. Breathe, point toes. Exhale. Breathe in.
I have no
Exhale. Come up. Inhale. Go slow. Don't get dizzy. Exhale. Bend into your knees. Now, this always seemed like a weird time for me, but this is when the prescribed JIP series calls for headstand or handstand. And if you're not familiar with headstand or handstand, I just invite you to take plow pose. So plow pose is simply laying on your back with your legs above your hips, ankles over knees, over hips. And if you want to take headstand, I'm going to show you a tripod headstand. If you're familiar with it in your practice, please be safe. If you are not familiar with it, let's wait until we're on in-class instruction. So we're going to take, you can take supported headstand or tripod headstand. I'll show you both versions. What I want you to do first is to draw an equilateral triangle on your mat. Equilateral, okay? You should be able to, if you got any fingernails or even if you got a fingerprint. Your hands go to the corners. Your head goes to the point. I'm going to show you tripod headstand first. Now it's very important to recognize that your hands should stay about shoulder width apart. So in line with where your points were, but shoulder width apart. And you only want 20% of your weight in your head and 80% grounding through the hands, okay? So walk your knees close, see where that point is, put your head there, and now roll all the way onto the crown of your head, come up onto your toes, take one knee on top of your shelf that you've created, and then take your other. Now really press down through the palms. You really shouldn't feel anything in the hands. And if you want, squeeze your knees into your chest, go slow, push it up, breathe. Find the integrity of the vertical line. Keep pushing down through the palms. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Now, if you want supported headstand, you can take your hands and interlace them. This is a little bit different of a variation. It's kind of more of a narrower base. So, if you are comfortable in your tripod, this would be the next progression. You interlace your hands. Take the crown of your head down so you almost cup the back of your head with your hands. And then lift up. Now you don't have a tripod to go into, so you can bring your knees in and pike up, or you can straight leg and pike up, lift the heels. Go slow. Go slow. Push up. Pull the belly into the spine. Breathe in. Remember pushing down through the forearms and the elbows, not into the head. And then you can play with legs at another time if you want. Alright, so inversions. Let's all meet in shoulder stand or waterfall pose. So lay down, waterfall being here, shoulder stand bending into the knees, and then scooting the arms underneath the booty, and then using the core, curling it up, booty up, bend into the elbows, hips, lift, hands pointing towards the hips. My leggings are totally falling down. Alright, inhale, knees go to vertical. Exhale, unfold. And you really want to stack ankles over knees over hips, one straight line, and really long through the neck. Please do not look left or right, which is why I'm not looking at the camera. And then you can flex your feet, or you can point your feet, and then really lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. Plow pose is where you're headed. If you've taken shoulder stand, you can take plow, keeping your neck nice and long, hinging at your hips, taking your toes up and over, hinging at your hips, bending into your knees as needed. Toes may find the ground, they may not. Arms can find the mat. You can interlace them and really lock and load, maybe flexing and trying to stack the heels over the balls of the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, bend into your knees, release any binds. And then breathe out, thinking thighs to chest, 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 thighs to chest. Release feet to the neck. Breathe in, take your knees back into your chest. Supine twist. Keep your right leg in, left leg goes out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, take your left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right arm out, palm down. Breathe out into the twist, guiding right knee over to the left side of the body. Gazing to the left, right hand. Big deep twist. Letting everything go. Breathe in. Let the practice. Exhale everything completely. Inhale as you go back onto your back. Exhale as you bend into your left knee, pull it back in. Now recommit, left knee in, right leg out. Big right knee to the left. Look at the left hand. Left knee to the right. Look at the left hand. Let that internal lean happen. Get any Rajasana prana that may have built up in that lumbar spine or sacrum. Let it go. Exhale. Inhale as you roll back onto your back. Exhale as you squeeze your knees into your chest. Shavasana. I encourage you to stay here. Moving shoulders onto the back body. Getting comfortable, letting the feet roll open. Palms face up. And then relaxing one muscle at a time. Starting with the most overworked one. Let it stay relax your shoulders down underneath. Let your hips be super deep. Your breath be super deep. And stay here.
Of the Lord, in the presence of the Lord, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram. I have found a way to live in the presence of the Lord. I have found a way to live in the presence of the Lord. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram. In the presence of the Lord. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. In the presence of the Lord. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram. I have found a way to live in the presence of the Lord. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram.
Begin to move on to your fingers and toes with this. Bringing the mind-body connection back to the four corners of your mat. And when you feel connected, bending into your knees, rolling to the right side. The closing meditation for class today is a passage from Baptiste Yoga. It says the biggest breakthroughs, awakenings, support, entices your learning here. Create the space for these types of expansive manifestations to occur. Clearing the old stuff out. Make room for grace. It means that you're willing to be the recipient of a gift. To really be open to all that life wants to give you is to come from a place where you fully embrace your self-worth, even if you don't just yet. When you believe that you're not enough, you'll struggle with being receptive to something that you don't feel you deserve. If you experience being unworthy, you won't be able to accept life's abundance. You'll be blocked from receiving miracles. Breathe in, breathe out. And when you're ready, slowly coming into a seated position, meeting me in gratitude pose, swinging your arms up, pressing those palms, exhaling, bringing those thumbs to the third eye center as we meet in gratitude pose. I can't tell you how grateful I am for each and every one of you showing up for yourselves today for online yoga. That takes some discipline. I know that this too shall pass, and that we will meet again in our practice in person, in our studio, where the energy is raw and real. Until then, I wish each and every one of you health and sanity. I pull this gratitude now down to my heart center. I close this class. Namaste. Bye, guys. See you Friday.